A story runs in my family, the one of an old aunt that lives in a dark unit facing nowhere. Dead, quiet unit, 5th floor. An aunt to whom everyone seems unrelated, and yet she's family to all of us. A blood relative, yet well beyond those 5 degrees of separation. A forgotten presence drowning into a flat, unvisited silence. A facing nowhere 5th floor unit where demons cocoon or mate or both. One day, and only one, seeking for character substance to feed my emaciated novel, I visited her. Someone remembers she's into cats, although no one could say that or if the source of such information was alive, related, or reliable. A blue crystal cat in an impossible contortion epitomized my attempt for an icebreaker. They put it in a pink box with ribbons making it look like a misplaced Valentine. She opened the door to give room to a bloated nose. Before I walked in, I saw my novel bulge up, bursting with pages of untamed revelation. I introduced myself with branches of a made-up family tree. I grafted Auntie into it, to both my parents' branches, and threw in some bonus dubious relatives with foreign names for the ride. I pitied her uncertainty and gave her a pink box. She let me in, right into the unvisited silence. The silence that lives in the cracks of language, in the holes of memory, behind dead eyeballs, deep into the sea, beyond the point of unbearable fear, and between mating demons. Neither soft nor inviting silence. And her voice buried in it. They hardly ever shut up, the people upstairs, she said. Keep on plotting my death. They are drafting the master plan on a brown paper bag, and I can hear brown sound of paper being drawn on. Sometimes they trip with their evil spare ideas and deserted plans that pile up everywhere. They growl and throw them into a hole over my dinner table, and they fall into my soup. The soup turns inedible because of the vicious taste of death drafts that tarnish my noodles. They growl so loud that make my noodles dance and my light fittings blast. I spend whole days in darkness. The blue cat breaks easily, I say. I like cats, I do. I have none though. I'm scared because if they finish with their spare ideas and their deserted plans, they'll come for me. They'll give me a slow and painful death. So I shut the doors and the windows, the drawers and the zippers. Sometimes I shut my mouth. I have no cat, and I have no 9 lives. Only 9 death sentences being debated upstairs. The cat in the box, I mean, it breaks. A cloud around my words cushions my small talk as if it were a fragile string of crystal letters and blue cats, a discourse of pure madness. We both look at the box. She opens it. She places the cat on the table, a crooked table on 3 of its 4 wheels. She asks me to sit again. I don't leave the house anymore, she says. They have eyes in the elevators and the hallways and the inside of my cupboards. Once they took the elevator to their floor with me inside. But they sent me back. A failed idea, I guess, one they were testing out. We had no elevator for a while. Was there any when you came up? What's your name? I'm hungry. Miles. Yes, for the elevator. And we could go out for lunch if you'd like. Unfortunately, the door is gone, she says, matter-of-factly. But don't worry, they always bring it back, the same or another. Sometimes they put a big Gothic cathedral door in. Through that one, I go out for lunch. It doesn't scare me because of the holy people in shiny robes and crucifixions. I'm sure they can undo even the most polished death drafts. Now we can only sit and wait for a door to happen. I crave sardines. I lay down on a velvet couch to wait for the morning and the door. She stayed awake, staring into an inbuilt spectrum of nothingness. She woke me up on the crack of dawn, pulling my hand toward the Gothic cathedral door, and let me fall on the other side. Only the bloated nose saw me out. Come back, she yelled. Come and eat sardines. I tried to find the elevator but couldn't. I walked graciously out to the street, leaving hollowed sands and cherubs and with red cheeks and pointy noses behind. Bloated noses and pointy noses. No elevator, no stairs, no fourth, third, second, first floor. I got a pen, wrote a novel, won a prize. Because it felt the right thing to do, I went and bought a green crystal fat cat sleeping on a fat crystal cushion and a good quality wooden table. I bought flowers in a vase and top of the range sardines. I called a taxi and passed the address to the driver. You have arrived, mumbled the GPS at the bottom of a Gothic cathedral. I don't think so, mumbled the driver. No aunties here. Thanks, timely gift, he said when I gave him the wooden table. I just moved into my first apartment, awfully bankrupted. I left the car and immediately regretted it. I ran after him, hanging on to omens and his half-open window. Where did you move? I said. 5th floor, cheap as chips. Need some TLC though. They were putting a new door when I left as it had none. How is it? I asked, still panting. Bloody dark. Facing nowhere, he said and drove off. I went up the stairs to the main portico. I tripped on a sardine can and when I found my balance, I grabbed my pockets. I had 2 crystal cats, a deep blue one in an impossible contortion and a great green fat one on a fat cushion.